Welcome to Journey at Zero Zeros.
So today here, together with me, is Skye. So Skye is actually a Vietnamese born in year 2003. She first studied high school in Australia, and then she came over to UK to study at Advanced Foundation, and subsequently she studied pharmacology in University of Nottingham. That's where I met her. And recently you just graduated, right?
Yeah.
Just a few days ago.
Yeah. It was like the same. Oh, it was exactly 1 week before.
Oh, 1 week before. Okay. How was that? How do you feel like?
It was. I didn't feel. To be honest, I didn't feel much about it at the beginning.
Okay.
But like when I've seen my parents, they just look so proud of me, and they just like. It just made me feel something because before I was like, oh, it's just a graduation.
Oh, I see.
Because like I didn't have any graduation for a long time because when I left Vietnam, I didn't really have a graduation back then.
I see.
And then when I was in Australia, I left. It was during COVID as well, so I didn't really have graduation. And the foundation course, I didn't really have any graduations back then as well.
Oh, like the one over here. So
Yeah,
this
the
is
one
your
over
first proper graduation.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why I was like, oh, it's just a day. No, it was just 90 minutes of just like actually 10 seconds of just like going on stage and get the certificate, and that's it.
Yeah, they're coming up, take pictures and all that,
Yeah.
throwing your graduation cap.
Yeah. So I was like, didn't have any emotion, like not that much of emotion before.
Mhm.
But then when my parents came and they just like looked really excited to see my graduation and like just to see me on the like put the gowns on and the caps on,
Yeah.
and they just like looked like they were about to cry or something,
Oh my
and they
God.
just couldn't sleep the day before.
Really?
Yeah, and
Were
then
you
like
able to sleep?
after as well. Yeah.
that's
No, I was like, I could see that they're really excited, so I couldn't sleep. That like, I slept late that day, but I think my parents couldn't sleep that day because the
the
next
excitement
morning,
and all
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I see. Very interesting. Okay.
And they just like sent a lot of videos, like my pictures to a lot of people they know, and they're like, oh my God, I'm so proud of you. So like that gave me the emotions.
Okay. Yes, I think particular for like us like Asians, graduation is quite a big celebration,
Yeah.
especially for them, like seeing that their child kind of grew up.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you find it adults now, like, oh yeah, you can go out and work and all that. You're kind of independent now, so I think it means a lot to them.
I think it was also their dreams as well. So that's why they're like, yeah, so they dreams of me
Going into university.
going abroad
Mhm.
and get the degree. So like it's like their dreams as well. So yeah.
I see. Interesting. Yeah, that must be a happy day for not just you, but maybe especially for them.
Yeah. Yeah. So I just got some emotion, like I got emotion that day, just influenced by them, and then my relatives as well. And, yeah.
I see. Okay. But yes, like let's go back a bit further. Like before, even before you're in the UK, because like it's very interesting that when I first learned that you actually went all the way to Australia to study your high school and then came here to study your advanced foundation. So like you spent quite a large amount of your studying life not in Vietnam itself. Yeah. How does that feel like when you were like studying in Australia and then like studying in England initially when you go there?
I think when I was in Australia, I was a student, like high school student. So the thing so I only need to worry about studying and like learning English.
Okay.
So my time back then was like I enjoyed so much because like I meet my friends, and then just go back and meet my guardians. It was so sweet. Like the whole situation was sweet, like was good, and then it's just like the only thing that worried me was about studying marks but the study back there was not that hard compared to uni. I was like I've always been a straight A student. Not like
I know that's not a flex, like, cause like I believe for most like us in Asian background, like going into more of a Western studying environment, like, everything just is a lot more easier, right?
my time back then was like from 9 to 3. It's not even 9 to 5. So like,
Wow.
after 3, I just went to the library with my friends. It's just like on the way back. So like we just it say library, but it's not studying. You just like go there just to catch up, just to like do some schoolwork, chat, playing chess or something like that. It was quite relaxing. And that library is next to the market as well. So that's why I gained like 7 kilos.
Oh my
I gained a lot. So like it was unbelievable.
I see. I believe you must have a really great time then. You must have enjoyed that a lot.
Yeah. And when I came to to the UK, it was during COVID time. So like I didn't really enjoy it at first. But the people here, I feel like I'm more confident here because the people. So in that course, in the advanced, in the college, that college also teach English course, where a lot of European people, they came to that course, and they only study for like 2 weeks or 1 month.
Oh.
So it's a really short, or maybe they can study for 3 months, but it's not that that common there. So like, especially during summertime, it's just like they came there for 2 weeks and go. So like I've met a lot of them, and because they came there for studying for a short time, so they're really open-minded. They're really like, on the mood for traveling, on the mood for like hanging out.
I see. Okay.
And I've met a lot of them, and we just like on how to say, on the era of like just like
enjoying, like hang out all the time, head out to have fun and all that.
Yeah, and then I meet a lot of people, and then I just like learn to like just like, and they're really like, the environment was really good because like they made me feel special, and then they made me feel included as well. So it just made me like, the level of confidence
Increased a lot.
And then that's why like when I first came to to the university, I got the courage of like knocking on everyone's door.
Oh yeah, yes, I remember that story of it. That is one of the the one of the most mind blowing thing I've heard. Like you just went and knocked and just like get to know people, is it?
Yeah, I was like, oh, this is my Instagram. My name is Skye, and I live in that room. So feel free to go and have a chat. So I knock on a lot of people's door. So like that's why I have that confidence. But that time goes by. I think, yeah, like I started to get like struggle, like and when I first go to like my second year. So like the environment around, maybe studying, and then Willoughby we moved to.
Oh yeah, you started to live like you lived outside, right? I remember, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the people around were not that. It's because we live alone outside, so like we do things alone, so we don't see each other much.
Unlike when Willoughby Hall. Yeah, for context, Willoughby Hall was our student accommodation when Skye's here the first year. For me, it's my third year. So basically, student accommodation, we get to have like dinners together at a common place. Yeah, so like when you start moving outside, like there's just not much time where people hang out together and all that.
They have their own things to do as well, and so I just like cook, eat by myself, go back to my room. Like it's not that. And then my course is so small as well, so people don't really. Like I don't really see many different people.
I see.
So it's just like that group of friends, and then go back to see the housemates. So like, it's just like it just.
A huge difference, is it? Like from first year to second year and all that.
And first year, I think the good thing for first year was like every time we go to the canteen, everyone will like, Skye, how are you? And I'm like, oh my god, the energy, they just boost my energy up like every night like that. So I guess I maintain it the whole year. But then when here, it's just like a bit like doing alone thing, like doing everything alone,
I see.
and I started to get more stressed as well, and
Is it the stress is mainly on like because like you didn't like meet enough people, like don't have the energy, is it, or is it more on the academic side?
I think so. I started to volunteer in a lab of my
Amazing.
professors,
Okay.
and I just found out that I was the only undergraduate student in that lab.
Okay.
And that lab is like they're all like professors, PhD students, all like up there, you know.
Mhm.
So I found that like the first time
Mhm.
I'm not. I mean, I found that like the first time I'm like I need to learn a lot. Like I lack a lot of things.
Okay.
And when I talk to them, the topic that they talk or they communicate with each other, it's just like not my thing. So like about science, about books.
Like deeply technical and all that, like it's hard to find a common topic to chat about.
Yeah, like or like adult life.
I see.
Like I was like,
They could be talking like example, they could be talking about babies and all that, salaries and all that, but then it's just like, I'm just trying to pass my grades.
yeah, they talk about book hiking, yeah, like scientific stuff, and then just like some names that I don't know.
Mm.
Like so, like I wasn't really into it. Like I felt a bit like exclusive,
Okay.
and then like I need to learn a lot. It's just like I need to like in the, but I don't know how to express.
I see.
It's
Like there's so many things that you need to learn and all that, but it's not just not just like the academic side, is it? Like it's also the social part. Like for the
Yeah.
first time, like wait, I can't really just like make friends with people. Yeah.
They're really sweet, really nice. It's just like in terms of like it's just not like that vibe of like oh going to have a chat, but it's more like I learn something from them, and they it's more like teacher and
I
students
see.
sort of.
It's like not equal and all that. Not like we can help each other. It's more like, oh, okay, can you help me? Like it's always, can you help me, something like that.
They tell jokes, which I have get advice fun. Advice fun. I'm like oh and then I tell them jokes, and they didn't find it funny. So it was like that. It just made me a little bit of like, a little bit like I need to get back to myself, not like express more. It's just more like I learn or like observe things more.
Would you say that it affected your confidence a bit?
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
Because before that, like as I told you, like I've always been like that, like that, like
You're like the social butterfly in the room. Yeah, you can, like we can throw you into any room and then like you just like know everyone, and then like you can just be the life of the party.
I know how to start a conversation. But this one, I just don't know how to interrupt the info conversation as well. I don't know how to keep it going. Like, yeah, so, yeah.
Okay, interesting. How so? Did you find a way like to overcome that, or it just like it just ended when you stopped being a volunteer?
I've been a volunteer for 2 years. I just started like last month.
Okay.
So, like, a lot of opportunity came as well. So it's just not like stress came and opportunities came as well. So I think that time was like I recorded everything they say because I just didn't get it. So when they explained the project to me, I just didn't get it.
Okay.
I just like I understand what you like the words, but I just don't understand what they're saying. So like I just record it and then I just go back and then go like 0.75 like slowly or 0.5.
Seriously?
So I just like okay, so they say this. So like whenever I'm at home, I just listen to what they're saying and then I just get it. Just like the more I listen, it just.
Oh, so like would you say that on the second year it helped a lot? Like you're able to have more conversation with them and all that?
I guess it's. I kind of know the questions to ask them, but I ask a lot of stupid questions.
No, I don't think that's thing called stupid question. Yeah, but like yeah, I get what you mean. I get what you because like they're just too smart. I
Yeah,
think
like the way they answer, just make the whole question like it's just like so easy. Like the answer, I'm like, why did I get that answers? And yeah, then I just get to know them more. I just get used to the accent as well, and they go more to like I go with them to like a pub, like just like
socializing.
join and like the environments. Now that they're really nice. I like, and then after that, I luckily got the internship.
Oh
Yeah, I applied to the internship to do in their lab, and I got that, and then um and then I did the project in the lab, and that project the supervisor was so I had two supervisors. That was so nice. They said, "Oh, you can be the author for this project."
Also, like, were you part of any papers that
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god,
That was yeah. It was so nice. Like I'm like stress came, but opportunities came as well. And they just like advise, like they gave me a lot of useful advice.
I see. First thing first, I gotta say how I'm very impressed by the length you go to, work out your relationship and all that kind of stuff, like by recording their conversation and then going back and listening through and all that. That is very, very impressive.
I read a lot of paper, but I just didn't get it. So I just like I need to spend a lot of time to read papers. But then I just get used to the thing because I'm like, oh, I kind of know how to filter, like, how to pick the papers to read.
I see.
But it's still a struggle till now.
I think it is a process, but I believe like because of the work that you have put into it, it definitely helped a lot. Like I believe in comparison to someone that decided to start today, at least you're at the like maybe at a level 5 out of 10. Like it's easier for you to filter out paper and all that. So I think it has given you a lot more knowledge on that as well, right?
Yeah. And then so I learned, to be honest, the whole degree I didn't find it as stressful as doing the thing in the lab. Even though I'm just volunteering in that lab, so like they didn't pay me much, but like they just like I just learned a lot of experience, and I feel like it just trained me in terms of like mentality, like because before I wasn't so before that lab, my life was quite smooth. So the struggle that I got was just like adapt to a new environment and just like learning English, just like yeah. So in that lab was like I feel like I'm this and that. Like, I was like, oh my god, there are a lot that I need to do, and yeah.
That is very impressive. That is very impressive. Yeah. I like especially at your time you're just a year 2, right? When you first joined as a volunteer, you're just a year 2 student, and then you went through the length to do all this just to be part of them and all that. But beyond that, because I see that is a very huge part of your university, like not just studying like this volunteering part. So that is very good with your career. But outside of this, like how was your lifestyle like when you're in university? I believe you do still have like different you still did fun things, right, outside of this volunteer work.
So in my second year, let me see what did happen.
Did volunteering took all your life?
Because like that time, like whenever like outside of study, I just went to the lab and I just stayed there. And then after that, I came back, and then sometimes I just call my friends to catch up on my family. I'm like, I need to release something. So like if I have energy, I need to release the energy.
Okay.
Or like I need something, some confirmation. No, I brought a lot of journals. I didn't write any journals. Yeah, I didn't do any journaling before. But that time was like a time that I was like miserable. Like study. It's just like study, lab work. And then I also did some committees that year as well, but not.
Because like all the clubs and all that,
Yeah.
I remember you're one of the co-founders of the Pharmacology Society and the Mahjong Society and then you are part of the committee of the Vietnamese society.
Yeah. So like I need to do some work for those as well. And so like it was more like work. So I didn't have like work-life balance that year. So like not at all. Like after that, I just get some. After that, it just get easier. I mean, I got the hang of it.
Mhm.
So it just I kind of know like get some time for me. But like again, year three final year.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Just wondering, like, cause now that I definitely like all these experiences have gave you a lot of experience, a very valuable experience. If you were to advise yourself, your year one self, would you have wanted her to go through all this the same way? Yes. Yes. But what is there anything that you would have done it differently?
I think I would try to be less procrastinated thing, and then then go to the lab less frequent,
Oh,
because
okay.
like that time I went to the lab almost every day, even because like, I was like they just asked me like, can you do this? I just
And you
like
just accept
yeah
it.
like yes, like I just get everything like because like that lab is a small lab,
Mhm.
and they have a lot of things that need like some sort of some sort of
Help and all that.
help. So like I just like yes, let's teach me. Like I do everything. So I just do everything. So I think now I think I try to go to do the work less frequently,
Mm,
but then read a bit more. I think I learn more by reading.
I see. Okay. Yeah, that's
'Cause-
true. That's true.
Yeah. I made a lot of mistakes in the lab as well.
Oh, but I think it's good. Do you think that mistakes are good? Because
Yeah, that well, my supervisor at that time now he just get a bit more friendly with like the what like how to say the students.
okay.
I was like I've always told him like I used to be a student too, because like every time I did like some calculations like calculate concentration, I just didn't get it.
Okay.
See so like so sometimes I did it wrong. It's like
I see. Like
he didn't say much. He just like your
it-
face.
he just looks quite irritated by what you did and all that.
Yeah, sometimes it's a bit of a joke as well. But like I'm like, and then after that, when the student came, the like pharmacology student when they did their dissertation in that lab, he just be more forgivable.
I see.
When he was like, "Oh, I expect you more," and I'm like, "I was in second year and then the final year. Why did you expect me more?" Yeah, I'm
I
like,
see.
yeah.
I see. I believe probably like it's probably was it his first time like was like taking care of not taking care like guiding a second year student, or did he done it before?
He did, but for master students, not
Oh,
undergraduate
I
students.
see. So I think maybe you are the first candidate, and then he learned a lot from you as well. I believe he had to thank you like to understand that like undergraduates are different. Yeah, we can guys. But it's really amazing how like not just you got into this volunteering position as an undergraduate, and then you are really an overachiever because thinking about like all the things you've done like on the club and society side, doing academics and this volunteering, and even now when you look back you say yes, we'll do it again, just that definitely I think more balance and all that.
Yeah, I would learn more things and then be less procrastinated. Because at one time I burned out, so I did nothing. I just couldn't. So like I did everything, but not the thing that I need to do. Like sometimes like I just look at the wardrobe, just take everything out, just put it again. Just something like that. I'm like I need something to do, but like
You have
like
actual tasks that you are supposed to do and then
yeah,
not
it
doing
just
those.
yeah. I'm like oh I need yeah. So I did yeah. So I think now I should get like a plan and be more disciplined, like doing things yeah, like less procrastinated.
Okay. Can you share with us how did you cure or like when overcome your burnout at that time?
So so it was so it was like summertime. So like no studying. So I only need to came to the lab,
Okay.
and then I just realized that it one skills I don't need to learn it so many times.
Oh,
Because like doing one sort of experiments, I only need to know the theory and then practice a bit. Before I did that for like so many times.
I see. So
Now
like
I'm like an expert. Like it's like, oh, you're an expert. I'm like, oh yeah, I should.
I've done too many times, but I think I'm overqualified for this.
Yeah. Yeah. So like the theory, I didn't learn theory before because they didn't really learn like I learn as I learn like do practice. But now I think I should know theory before the practice. Oh, and then I did some journaling. I did some sort of journaling helped me a lot. And I did and then in my final year I didn't do much of lab work because like it was more like I applied to PhD masters. So yeah.
Okay. Like what made you want to apply for PhD and masters?
So before when I was in that lab, the people say with my profile I can get the PhD.
Funded and all that.
Yeah.
Is it?
And that's why I skipped the master. I just so like until the March of this year, I just apply for PhD.
See.
But then because no one advised me that I should apply master as well, because I thought master the deadline is until August. So like but
it's
then
a lot earlier.
yeah, no, until August, like August this year, so next month. But they didn't say that it's only for local people. It's like for international students, some uni they close the application
A lot earlier.
like in April. Yeah, so like at the time that I realized that I need some backup plan,
See.
it's not like already the last stage things. So I miss a lot of courses that I could apply to, and I missed the scholarships as well.
Okay.
So like I would advise myself or like anyone that in undergraduate degree, they should apply much earlier, like before Jan.
I see.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, but how was your journey, applying for PhD and all that? Is there anything interesting that you learn?
So so in terms of applications, so they have applications and then interview. So I passed in the application stage because like I gave it to so many people for feedback.
I see.
So CV, personal statement. So like it passed the first stage is quite easily. But the second stage is interview stage. The interview stage for research degree is that they ask a lot about technical, like why, like the reason why. Before that I didn't really pay attention to like why we need to add this into this.
I see.
Like why we use this buffer, why this temperature. I know, but like not like I just follow the protocols. So that's why I should learn theory before, because like they just follow like this to this. And my first interview was with a professor. No, was with a lab in Cambridge.
Wow. Wow, when you apply straight to Cambridge. That's amazing.
I applied to a few, and then the first.
Did you apply from the top rank, like all the way down? Is it?
Cause yeah, I think cause like the lab, they know one lab in Cambridge that doing the same stuff with the lab that I was doing, so I just applied to that lab before, and my first interview I was completely roasted, like emotional damage. No, like I've never had that feeling before.
Okay, like how what can you like do you mind sharing more about it? How bad it was? Yeah.
So that not professor, he's a group leader. So he emailed me on Friday night, like, hi, are you available to have an informal chat?
Okay.
Informal chat.
From chef.
On like Saturday or Sunday.
Okay.
And I'm like, yeah, sure. So I thought it's informal chat and informal chat.
I would think that it's informal chat as well. Like if I like never done this before, yeah.
I thought he would ask me about myself or like my plan, my goal, whatever, and then a bit of experience. But he just at the first question he's asked, what projects are you doing? And I explained it like briefly, and he say, so why you do that? Why you use that technique? Why that temperature? Why? Like he just keep and then
Just like keep on grilling, like knowing and trying to find all the details and all that.
and I kind of had some educated guess, and then he say that is completely wrong. So the answer for that question is this. So he explained it, and my brain was blank. So I didn't.
Yes.
So whatever it's like his answers didn't really get into my brain. And the next question was, why did I say that? So like I just say this. Why was it? And I'm like, oh, what did you say? No, I was like, so the next question was like the question of the previous answer, and my brain was not really
Functioning well.
that, yeah. And then he and then I was like, could you please repeat that again? And then he say blah blah blah, and I'm like, okay, and I think it's this, and he say, think again.
It's I can feel how scary it is, because like initially definitely he said informal chat, a chat and all that, and then like when people are interviewing you, like you thought it would just be me sharing things. It's not like you are trying to find the right answer, right? And then it turned out that he's actually expecting the right answer. He'll like go and correct you and all that kind of things.
And I remember he asked one question. I couldn't. It's not a hard question. It was like me at that stage was not like I was like under pressure, so I couldn't think of the answer. So he said, actually, this one have a lot of answers, potential answers. No, like that. And then he said, yeah, this, and I'm like, okay, cool. And he say, he just and then after that, he said, do you have any questions? I was like, at that time, I just want to close my laptop. No, like I was like, should I just close and say the connection?
Sorry, the connection is so bad. I'm so sorry. That's why it disconnected itself. Oh my god.
It sounds like a joke now, but it was like really. I was like, I just couldn't believe the whole thing. Like I just like and then I asked him what are you looking for in a PhD student, and he said, someone that could answer me under pressure. I'm like, that is not me. I feel like he just said just like he said,
Just to chase you out.
No, I think he said like I'm looking for a student who would learn more and then have like really good critical thinking, who can work under pressure, because this lab is a really it's a really good lab there.
I see. Okay.
And I'm like, okay, close. And then just like journaling, like what happened today, blah blah blah. And then I just released a bit, and then I just went to the lab that I was working. I'm like, this, and they just like, yeah, it's okay. It's the first time, but like I think the good thing from that interview was that was the worst interview, so it couldn't be worse.
I see. Like it already showed you like what's the worst thing that can happen. So other than that, like you're quite prepared for it, because you already like you got grilled so much that you know what to prepare for and all that.
Yeah, and it cannot be worse than that interview as well. So like now I'm just like, whenever I have an interview after that, I was like, I had the feeling like, oh, I was a bit nervous. I'm like, but then I was like, oh, I had the worst interview already. So like this one cannot be
any bad.
Yeah. So like I just had it, and then after that it was really enjoyable doing interview.
Okay.
And and I just know what to say, what to sing, and then the way I say it. It's just like I learn it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see. Interesting. But yeah, did even though like that interview was a very great learning experience. Did it affect you in any way, like badly, confidence or anything?
No, it's kind of motivates me.
It's really, oh my god, I like
Like,
that. I see.
because like it just motivates me to do more stuff, like to prepare things and to so it's just like at that night it was bad that night. And then after that, people just like the people in the lab, it's just like, it's okay, it's the experience, and yeah, just learn from it. And after that, I got more interview preparation with them.
Nice.
So I think it was a pretty good experience now that I look back.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see. Very interesting. That would be very scary. I would have to say that I don't think I have any worse experience, even though like just by hearing it, never being there. I think yeah, that like I personally I never had such a bad experience as like such a, not, I wouldn't say a bad experience, but such a scary wow, like insightful experience as you. So I believe you have learned a lot. Yeah, you had a very great learning opportunity and all that, which is amazing. Like you actually went quite far just to see how far you can go and all that. Yeah. But yeah, just wondering, because like you have done so much. Yeah, I think I wouldn't have to repeat that again. Like basically from university and then like now applying for PhD and all this. So what are your current plans for the future?
So before I was planning to just study,
Okay.
so like master or PhD. But then because so I was in the reserve list for one PhD. So like the top, like one. So like if one of them dropped out, I could get a PhD.
Okay.
But I was like right there.
But that's really amazing that you are there. Yeah. Okay, but continue.
And but then after that when I apply for master, the master they only have final round. So like because by that time it's like final round. So I missed the previous round already. So for the final round of masters, the thing is like all of the slots were filled up. So like they say 95% of the whole course was filled up. So only 5% were left. So like if the course, so I applied to like master in Cambridge and some other places as well. But the course is like the capacity is only 20. And then maybe 90 of them were filled up. So I only 2% two seats or like 2 slots left. So I couldn't get into Cambridge. That thing. I had a really good interview with them. And then after that they say unfortunately because the final round there were like 50 applications for only 2 slots.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, it's not like 50 for like 40, so it's fine.
Okay.
So like, and then after that I applied to a few more master's degree, and I only get into master degree, like I got into Imperial as well, but like the course that I don't run, it's not my favorite. So and I got in like one course in Manchester as well. But then and then after that I just thought like, just 2 weeks ago I was like, I think I can get into a higher master course, like the course that I truly like.
I see.
And then I may get the scholarships as well.
Okay.
But now if I go into this course, then it's not so. It's like Manchester and Nottingham or quite.
Like it's not same level. It's not as prestigious as like other universities and all that. I see. Okay.
And I don't like to live up north anymore. Like now we're in Nottingham, but I'm like, I have no. Like I think I'm a bit like, because now Nottingham is quite empty, and because of the studying, I like some place that are like lively or more people. Manchester is good, but it's up north. Now I kind of want to go down.
Go to south, like warmer and all that. Okay.
So I think that's why I just like So like I just told my parents, I'm like, is it okay if I take a year out and just learn more skills? Like I need to so like I need to get some computer based or related skills to get into higher into the course that I like. So I'm planning to do like bioinformatics, so like computer related stuff.
Okay.
So like I'm planning to just get some sort of skills myself, and then learn or like just live for myself. Just like I feel like the whole uni experience it helped me a lot, but I didn't do much thing for me. I didn't really live from.
I see. Like you never really did what you like. You never really understood yourself and did what you really wanted.
Yeah.
I see.
So yeah, I'm planning to get a year out and maybe learn the things that I like and then apply things earlier this year because like it starts soon. It like some PhD degrees start from October time.
I see. So like you can actually this time you can hopefully secure something that it's something that you're truly passionate, you really love about it.
Yeah.
I see.
And if I'm lucky, I can get a PhD without a master.
Oh yeah, true,
Yeah.
actually, yeah.
So that's why I'm like, yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, but that sounds like a really good plan, and then I'm actually very, very happy for you. But just you sound like you are so you have all these plans and all this, like you're quite planned out. Um, can you share with us what made you so for like so clear with your plan and all that, or was there a time where you are just very lost or like questioning like personal thoughts and all that? Yeah.
I think I've always have a long plan like life plan like 5 years at least.
Wow.
But then every time it always something unexpectedly happened that I sift the whole thing. Because in Australia my plan was like study, get a PhD,
Okay.
or like study pharmacy, and then stay there, get a citizenship, and then my plan is just
Oh, like originally in Australia itself.
Yeah.
I see.
so like study, go to this university, study there, and then find a job, and then get a citizenship was my plan before. And then it's something happened that it changed to I went here, like a lot of my friends were like really surprised.
Okay.
And I just made the plan to move overseas like in 2 days.
Serious?
Yeah. I just it just everything happened that like sometimes I don't really know why I choose that. Why I choose this university is surprise. It's just like unexpectedly as well. So the reason I chose University of Nottingham.
Okay. Very tempted to know now.
Because the University of Nottingham start with N, right? My name start with N. I was like, this is destiny. And then I like the colors
Okay.
of the logo. Because like before I was like I had some offers for like UCAS. I had like 5 UCAS offers, and then
so just deciding between them, is it?
and then like I think Bristol, Nottingham, UCL, somewhere in Cardiff or so, something like that, and then somewhere up north. So I'm like, oh, I don't want north. I don't want Cardiff because like I kind of want England to be in England, and then those three, and then I'm like UCL London. I was in Brighton before. I'm like.
That time you were like in South, is it? So now you want to try somewhere a bit further out.
I was like, I want somewhere nature based. So that's why I don't like UCL. So like Bristol, I didn't know UCL was like I only based on the subject ranks. I didn't, and then I don't like like that time I just like somewhere nature based. And then so this university, they the campus space, and then those just like really subjective reasons. And I like the color, the logo, the name, and then I chose the university. So Nottingham was like not my choice before. I only put Nottingham down because I had 4 choices already, so I need to.
And then it turned out to be the final choice that you made it.
Yeah, so like sometimes my friend just didn't really got like really
Didn't really understood what is it. Okay.
I don't either.
Okay.
Sometimes, yeah, and then I just write down and then just like randomly pick it. Sometimes I just do that, pick it. Oh, nothing. I'm fine. Nice.
That's amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing.
And this the decisions to go to have a year out is just like really
Recent as well.
just like recent, just like my parents just like yeah, sure, and then like yeah, I apply and then
That's very cool. That's very cool. I do quite admire like how. Would you say that you are quite a carefree person? Like whatever things come, you are quite easily adaptable towards it.
I guess I'm not sure if it's like spiritual
Oh,
thing,
okay.
but like I think my parents they came so they say like in my life
Mhm.
there are things change unexpectedly.
Mhm.
Sometimes, so like the thing with my how to say date of birth and things that
Mhm.
sometimes things happen to me like unexpectedly. Like for example, I just work and I just maybe buy a lottery and win a lottery, something like that, or like maybe like something just like something dropped, or like I may have something like really unexpectedly happen.
Okay.
But like
They're usually good at it.
good and bad.
Okay.
So like both sides. So maybe so like for example the master thing like it was like a PhD thing was like yeah
It was unexpected.
unexpected because I wasn't PhD was not in my plan after undergraduate degree. My plan was like master degree,
I see.
but then that thing hit and I'm like okay I learned, and then master I'm like yeah then now just this change and then yeah I think it's life and it like so sometimes when I was in between I'm like maybe give it a go
I
because
see.
we're still young. I'm not sure what happened in the future but like now I just let like maybe we're meant to do it
Mm.
or maybe just learn something from it.
I see, I see. So you would just like that would be like would you say that's your life philosophy for now? You know, since we're young. We just as long as opportunity comes, you know, just go for it.
Yeah.
I see, I see. That's amazing. That's a good one. Yeah, I love that. I mean like especially for you, you seem to be I mean like looking at past experience and all that, it seems like you're quite well prepared for any any things that come, whether good or bad. Like you're able to just go through it and like find things to learn from it, which is a really good skill as well.
Also maybe I have good adaptability.
I do think so. I actually do think so. Yeah, I think you have pretty much validated that yourself. Yeah. But yeah, like very interesting. That is very interesting future plans, and I'm really impressed by your life philosophy. Just wondering, like we talked a lot about your experiences, and then like definitely there is good and bad parts. But personally, what do you think is your greatest achievement until today? Yeah,
Greatest achievement.
something that you're most proud of. It doesn't have to be big, but you're just
I would say like I could get out of my comfort zone. I try to go out of my comfort zone like for yeah most of my time I just try to get out of like the comfort zone. Before my comfort zone was really I was a shy kid before going to Australia.
Yeah, I do wish to see how you were like, you know, do you try like all those, what do they call that, like personality tests, you know, what's your you know, INF or something, you know,
It
what's
change every time.
just every time. Okay, okay. I think it matches with you because like you're highly adaptable and all that. So I think in different scenarios you might change differently. But yeah, I'm just wondering how. Definitely, I believe many people, many audience, even myself, like for me as well, many times I want to go out of my comfort zone and I would like unable to convince myself. How do you do that? Like do you have a way that you convince yourself to get out of your comfort zone?
I would say so. I would say I'm lucky now that I have nothing to how to say. I don't
Worry
have
about.
family. Like I don't have like a partner that I need to be.
So like you don't have a burden.
Yeah, I don't have anything that attached to me now. Like sometimes when I make decisions, I just think like whether it's affects anything, like anything for my I love my life or something, but it doesn't really affect anything because like I don't have kids, I don't have any responsibilities for anyone now, and my parents are quite down for it as well.
Yeah. I believe like sometimes parental support is one of the most important thing as well, right? Like as long as they are okay with it, you know.
Yeah, and then sometimes I just like just call someone. So I have a friend that every time I talk to that person, she always encourage me to do things. I just need some validations. Sometimes I'm like, oh, should I do that? So I just call my friends, and just like, just go for it. Something just like, just some sort of validates me, and then I just close my eye, just do it. More like that, like just like do it.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. That is amazing. That is amazing. I really love the energy and yeah the initiative that would make you go to do all this. But I believe I mean like it went out quite like it turned out very well. Like not much bad things have happened. Usually it just gives you more opportunity. So yeah.
For now.
I think I think like it's good enough. Like
yeah, I hope it's like usually I have usually I have plan A, plan B as well.
I see.
So like if I go into this path, I will do this.
Right. Worst come to worst if this doesn't work out as well. Then
Yeah.
anyway. I see. That is really amazing. That is really amazing. But yes, thanks a lot for your time and thank you for sharing like all these stories with us. Like you really went in depth on like your experiences, like your struggles, and then how you overcame your struggles and like I'm just genuinely impressed by because of this trait of you of just getting out of your comfort zone, you have so many interesting stories that I feel like your whatever you do can is what normally people do in a few lifetimes, and then you've done it in one single.
One of the things that I did like out of my comfort zone was like I went to Turkey.
Okay, yourself.
Yeah, we bought it. It was like I was like I just book it and then go it myself.
How long before the trip that you booked it?
It was like one day. No, I was just so bored. No, because like
when was that? When was that?
it was like 2 weeks before my graduation, so like 3 weeks before. No, I was like too bored of like I was like I need to go out to see people. And because I'm from Vietnam, I have a Vietnamese passport, so like I couldn't go to Europe without a visa.
Many places are quite restricted by visa, right? Yeah.
And Turkey, to get a visa, is only 30 minutes of applying.
Oh, really? Oh.
So I was like, yeah, that's why I chose Turkey. And then I booked the trip, and then in that trip, I went on a tour as well.
Mm-hmm.
And in that tour, I met 2 pharmacology professors in the tour where I have some connections, and they say, oh, if you finish your PhD in the UK, feel free to reach out to us, and we can just introduce you to some jobs here in the US. And I'm like, wow.
See.
Oh, they're from the US. By the way.
Okay.
Yeah. So like it's just
that basically just proved the benefits, like you know the possibilities of getting out of your comfort zone. Yeah, that is really amazing. But yes, you had really interesting stories, and then definitely you have very good experience as well. If the audience would like to contact you, reach you, what would be the best way to contact you?
maybe Instagram.
Instagram, okay, yeah. Your LinkedIn? Would you? No.
Yeah, LinkedIn is fine.
Okay, that would be amazing. So I think we'll just drop Skye's LinkedIn and Instagram down in the description below. Feel free to check it out. Really, really amazing person and interesting story and lots of experience as well. I have to say, I think like even though we're in different industry, but if you're in my industry with your work ethic and all that, you will definitely be a lot more experienced than me and all, which I really do admire. Yeah. But yes, that will be it for this episode. Thanks everyone for listening. And if you do like this episode, please like and follow this podcast, and if possible, it would be great that you can just give us a 5-star review, because that would really help bump up the credibility and then bump up on the algorithm as well, to let more people know about this. Do share it with your friends and all that if you think that it would be helpful. And yes, if you have any feedback, or if you leave a 5-star review, drop a comment with your social media tag. I will go ahead and message you personally and thank you personally, and we can have a good conversation after that as well. So lastly, thank you for listening, and hope to see you guys next week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Remember to subscribe to get notified as new episodes comes out weekly, and please share the link of this podcast to anyone you think would enjoy it. This is Andrew Kwan from the Journey at 00s podcast.